there is no single government on the tax was as way so. And then there are more Europe no cramonim taxes whenever you see people complaining about taxes not because they are buying the tax everywhere in the world. And even in the advanced economies, the taxes in so change, especially in the UK, taxes are quite high. But the thing they say buy no educate taxes now or invest it in areas here cater for the welfare of the people. And see what that's around a partners or person will get it to your workplace. You know, say trains will be available, hospital offer emergencies now offer your friend is saying emergency services as ambulance door. So taxes in the department is being invested in areas department to the idea obenya access to road no nim say or pine and school and our ebenya school papa hospital where area all the needed services in for now no because sikana yeji as taxes has been invested because that is all that governance is about. You take the money, invest. Now the ball mine hobra, Sabaya Timamufono so will also benefit. It's the same way a government so through the security agencies offer security protection to the citizens. And what to wear baby no free say never back one and be enkoswa, what to be form for police and they will come to your aid because you have invested in those areas with taxes and some fast so need to media aiding no. But in our part of the world, it seems different. Consistently, buying passenger tax here or to go for so I hear the citizens in the party for sometimes whether you like it or not, you pay. Yeah, just taxes in New Year now beside say Sikano at the end of the year. You don't actually find what these monies are being invested in. You don't even find out the year this Sikano yet. Basic things are the ordinary person expect sending Sabeka like health services, saying school, ambulance. I said will be area afraid those systems are not in place, but consistently near just taxes and this will be Africa and as a Ghana and also complaining about taxes. That person will every right to complain about taxes. So here the preoccupation of government has always been said, young raising revenue. Now, by no children, but we will be aware sound mind. Now we are very reasonable. Just ask yourself, say, or mine need the woman you know shall buy inside. So if that government, a bit to me, a broker, how much more citizens in that country? I buy no, or mine a move from a good year, no so a good year, a dear won't swim, nipa da sani, a dip be a shall buy inside. Say I buy no bit me to the stand say only choice than to impose taxes on the people. The question is how much more the people within that country. So always and always, my culture said the government must respect the people and the relationship that might exist between the people and that of power should be that mutual respect and intellectual kinship. You can't say same way because I don't know about Bessia. People must be in the know, you inform them and you tailor their interest, their welfare, present conditions, and Nipano woman we take it into consideration. So electricity bill where yes, I buying a revoking. Just look at this analogy. About first as a government impose and according to report as a finance minister and sorry say we need to raise revenue and that add VAT to electricity bill already. So what light to chroma ira. And such a decision, Yatsisa Abu taxi man a yede kwakotu Ghana for so the representative of the people, Aya Parliament Kwatanase. I know the minority resisted, but the majority actually insisted upon all the economic conditions at Ghana for a woman, that particular tax should go through. These are representatives they are supposed to represent the interest of the UNME. Yakasa government president in there or Ghana for so and sometimes his attention and as well, but O MP from Emprayaso, or MP from your friend say Konongo, or MP from any area directly representing the group of people or interest. Abina Akufo-Addo Yakwajiatun say upon all the challenges, yan slap it VAT on electricity tariff. Yajiatuma Parliament Ajiatuma Wie. Today the government has come out to tell us, we've seen a lot of document in circulation, say, buying or resigned that particular decision. So the good question is, a dear buying a parliament for consider, a dear buying and our buying tenancy, I will consider now. Yeah, representative or multi parliament, you know, they didn't look at those things. Or Moka say, Monfantuomoso. It tells you, say, the kind of people we invest political power into their hands and who don't care about your welfare. They don't give a damn. That is one thing I want you to get. Because cabinet in a few people, president and the ministers, and a few people, and a buying and few other individuals, and they constitute the cabinet. So if parliament, bet me ye dead day in a sephone, you know, quite just idea not to say ye impose on Ghana for so. Now, a buying on the few cabinets in our monocrat, most of them are not even MPs. They don't even represent the people directly, you know. Because say, okay, ya transia mu say nsem na nipa no can make sense enti yenyim free ho, but representative in parliament were fighting, said no, it must come. Actually said these people who don't go to parliament to represent our interest. It's about the party government interest. We say now buy na nkasa call buy or say tax now or suspend it until we will be a water parliamentar we MP now cut for abama say yemfa ade we slap ya we say ne one who blood the fool na make us politics no say yan tenase na ya insert humanity at the center of it na you say we are there. Yes, nipa, not our interest. We will continue to embarrass ourselves in this particular fashion. So taxes na yede bano. Question is a dear ben yede sensikano ye. A buy no ada sorry who say o mine no while running a say no and kenoforiata. I don't hate him, I don't, but unim say sabi. Frisa branch we be a finance minister till date. Ghana hanyo da. Consistently foolish economic policies are o take ye a what take ogusu take a driver or miner my ne. Ghana is in the ditch economically. Obekaya, some of us started this long ago and we kept on insisting say highway na Ghana namson a very dangerous highway and we were heading to a possible crash. People thought also just politics and then look at Ghana's economy. And now IMF deal now bano. So we'll sign a deal with IMF. The only thing IMF is considering is that you raise revenue because you go to IMF because we need sika. And they are telling you say, yeah, ma will deal with the hope say you are able to raise revenue. Sabe economy no betimi akame on obetimi aye na yesika na ye investor won go waste. So IMF conditionalities no is always geared towards or mind who raises sika. That is why within a short period, government is doing nothing but imposing taxes upon taxes, irrespective of the economic condition presently in the country. They don't care. It is about raising revenue. And to send the panel no almost they don't care because you see these people have invested their time, their energy in foolish, reckless decisions. So they have to find a way to finance this reckless decision taken in the past. And in the way we are just reimbursing and I say we are just paying for those reckless decisions. And people thought politics and the taxes will keep on coming. And then what is the emission levy biaba? It is the most stupid tax. And I'm going to tell you why. You see, the world is going green. Because of say you burn fossil energy and as a form carbon way affect the climate. So it is a world decision and we are moving away towards green energy. Petrol, those fossil energy we no yeah the good chain. But you see this transition is very deliberate. On my beer coming up with the policies and the plans are quite obetimi I'll go green. That is what every country is doing. And the recent result is that most of the companies more drilling in your part of the world the reason is simple because there is just projections that by the next 20-50 years, now world now about transition the AI complete, and that bank be no ordinary sikabema obia oil exploration our deep sea and as for because onim say oil no konya few years to come so manfas will be enti no European bank be as sika about by deep sea drill and exploration those kind of prospecting now so far as now ade na ewom no oil a obi amfa de sika ma. So that particular side no is dying gradually, but other countries are trying to find a way that particular transition, will be smooth with a plan. You need a very proper plan to drive with that particular transition. And you're radical, and so it has been a deliberate decision of mine. That is why I never who say most of the countries call electric cars, and coming at the back of this same initiative on my BA. So the process has been gradual. So the question I will be saying, I want to say Ghana for you see a conserve climate, your policies are your friends eco-friendly. Now yes, so yeah there to feed into this global emerging way will be now. What is our master plan? What is the blueprint? The transition is in the economy. There is absolutely nothing. So tax away Abina has just decided say they have no plan say to conserve any way. No, because opesa will conserve your friend is saying opesa will reduce emission truly and not taxes and with media stopping emission. Because emission you cars na airban cars are ache our bontia is about crewman. You know the emission rate high, but taxes no more de ban or manchim car be a use be a hano yet the size and they check it. Now you slap it flat. We have to so. Actually, say they have no intention of reducing carbon emission in Asaphobia. Again, one of the major challenges are this carbon emission cars air so air traffic. So my catcher said, if we really have a master planner, these are some of the ways we go. Tell me, send obitia shaman or get it to Accra. How many hours and a nipan spend the hour time? Car na or kono the trafficking and then emission and the goods are cosono. So abayo is serious and you really want to do something that is eco-friendly to ensure that we conserve the environment. And the first thing you consider as a master plan and they say you reduce the traffic situation in Accra. So cars will not spend much time in the traffic because as long as they spend much time in traffic, emission will be high. That is what you do. But I'm telling you, and now what's your car now program 9 o'clock? You have to leave home 5 a.m. And yes, you will not get there because of traffic situation. And traffic means cars in the emission na ekoso. That is what I'm telling you. So government any plan be or concept. No. Again, this is a government that is saying oh, make climate change initiative no there. I am for it. I am doing everything for it. Listen, one of the key things and we are saying move away from is the use of combustible engines. Engine na burn this fuel na make it way no and then electric cars na say for part. Are you aware? Say your cost companies a big good chrome ha. Abanisi and celebrity. What they are doing, Toyota, whatever, all their manufacturing is combustible. Your fan is saying engine. Burn it with the same fossil energy no and the chrome say. Into our plan now, indeed, we have any plan to conserve your climate by limiting carbon emission rate. You tell these companies, come on, bring electric cars. How many electric cars know chroma? Because they're more about electric cars. Few know chroma charging point if you have and no electric car now we move to Takra de Kumase de Hentalas our car voter regional or charging or just a beard show now charge it. You see, the government is not really serious. It is about money. So tax no call parliament, you know. These are some of the critical questions you expect a year answer. Am I home? Yes, tax in the bar. The other things are the arrival, the point, you know. We need to look at those things. But no, because Kendoforia tabi at your mind about Brabone or must say your mind the Omine Hisika and they need to find every means possible to ensure say we get the money. And that is exactly what they are doing. And again, see a conserve environment buying no eco-friendly, the policies but one of the key we are trapping the same carbon dioxide in real afforestation. And look at what is going on. Galam say, in Riano ye rather you tragu from forester ya classify and say a way of Biankum no and a binu yisa and your money in a free so ama anybody can enter into that forest. Your virgin forest that either Ashanti region or Western region and politicians at the grade and as for the A2 a galam say we are where me aware. So a man of a catcher also eco-friendly. He's introducing policies, and the main objective for this policy is to cut carbon emission. That's why I'm telling you, say this particular thing, no, thorough in the sense of parliament, and I yet chance and because I said no, say your plan, say indeed. You conserve energy, you conserve your friends' environment. Now we need to do more. What is our master plan? What is the blueprint? Because world around the world, obia is a gradual process. But taxing your end in such a way, so whether you like it or not, you can't escape it. Because so when you're a driver or you're a passenger. And once these taxes are introduced, the driver will find a way to impose it to the final consumer, that is passengers. And I know it will affect everybody. So at the end of the day, governance and by tax galore and a yogusu and a ye. And your tax a bossing and your bossing a tax. Now people with things they've gone through a proper academic system and they have the intellectual whatever to profess alternative a bit get here out of these challenges. Now say if it is governance is all about this, I'm not sure saying Ghana ni bikwa kudi license or kwakotwaba. Ghana ni bien konkudi abaso kwakotwaba. A grand scheme of these people it's about making money, and the sad aspect of it is Sikane Yajia, they don't invest them in sensible ventures. I said Ghana ni na OTR tax and okay, material tax. The traffic situation for the past 1 year has reduced because government has come out with this intervention. There is train working. Now no me who say among for circulating pictures on social media so buying the train ever. Now no medical fi quarantine for far quiet so. Quiet I see train no baba fast no. Go and look at it. You see say we are just bunch of jokers and the other than them chroma say. We are just jokers. So this is the severity of the issue we are confronted with. And the Obi can't tax, not because Ghanaians are against taxes, but because taxes na nipa no general. When him say nipa na oba be general, nipa the only me krono. Find a way to get the money. Yenya sikana, yenya de be and I know the citizens because they know Ghanaians are very emotional people. Eba in the politics. I told the idea yenya the NDC MPP 7. I don't know, Obia Benya Babia Jena, and then we trash the issue, but the challenges still persist, affecting the people of this country. So, carbon emission tax, bino diabano, and yes, a year yet to cut down any emission, a year strategy, bino diaba just to collect money from the people. Because Babia Kudri, they cannot think outside the box. They cannot come out with any ingenuity. They cannot create avenues. They can't do anything because I have a few days to go. So the only thing I'll make say impose taxes on the people. That is the easiest way of making money, and then we do whatever that we want to go. Because I'm telling you, say economy sank it to the bottom deeper, and Ghana economy will take years to revive. And the kind of extensive damage these people have done to Ghana's economy. If you understand how these people have shredded this economy and how long it's going to take for Ghana's economy to come back, then you chase Kenoforeta could be some questions. Because damage there on why you be to this country. And on my sika, ya invested in other foolish ventures. Asabi, Nyansabia, Metio, Ade Wilson, and Macatro say, Cathedra, na yedisi, on my sika, and Quakushim. Let us invest that money in another area. Sabi, Magan and Yan Faso. Almost a yabon some for, and a cathedral, no ever. Those who have been paid, no, Omajo Musika, and that has become the biggest hole at the center of Accra. What is Akufo-Addo come was him? Because he cannot omunya cheap, na senka president no kodoye. And I could deep pan on one the bottom sika. Do you think that money would have been invested in that foolish he wouldn't do that because he knows it's a cheap money. But until we begin to make people account for their still worship, you really need to account to the people. This is what will continue to happen to us. Because you cannot be pushing taxes down the throat of the people because they know, say, people in parliament, because it is coming from government, they will not resist it. Now, do they even have the boss? And then if your government is in power and you are MP, how dare you resist? You can't. But governance, leadership, politics, let us know that is not the case. You've seen in the United States of America, Senator, a man for sorry against their own party interest based on personal principles, personal values, and some of the things they stand for and what they have discussed with their people. Doesn't make you an enemy. Because politics is a contest of ideas. When you think, say, you lack information, somebody should provide it and provide certain clarity that will inform you to maybe reconsider your decision. By your heart, you're quiet and transcend meaningful. Because party for a fire drain that are buying a diaba. That's what I'm telling you. Say this VAT tax are buying the buyers and found to electricity. So the past said with Ghana and now we are back. How you actually represent the people amidst of these economic challenges and the turbulence I cause. How do you explain? Say yes, you impose taxes on the people. The government goes back and says, no, my dream will be a CA flow. So wow, what's now? We are there. See, you are just a zombie.